That guy's just ready to get. We're at the throw the chairs out.
Should I become a prop trader?
Today is Tuesday, January 30th, and we are back for another episode of Benzinga Powerball. That's right. This is your rapid fire show where you get first the disaster of the day, the stock that is in crisis mode. Second, you get the wild winner. Third, you get a hot pick. And last but not least, you get your workout of the day. Starting off with our disaster.
Dun, dun, dun. What is it, Luke, besides my portfolio?
Adtalem Global Education.
What?
Ticker ATGE Alpha Tango
Wait,
Golf.
can I take
Echo.
Is this a Chinese education company?
This is a for-profit education company.
In China?
Not in China.
Ah.
Yep. Good call on the for-profit education. For-profit education stocks. It has been a rough couple years for these companies. We have seen share prices collapse. We have seen bankruptcies. The for-profit education space has been really, really challenging. Today, we're looking at Adtalem. It's a stock that's actually held up okay. Problem today, down 24%. Again, ticker ATGE, down 24% today. On reports that Fahmi Qatar has taken a short position in the stock. Why does that matter? Why does it make it a disaster? Of course, because the stock is down 24%. But several of these other for-profit education stocks have come to their demise amid short seller activity. Theses, reports, etc. They have marked the end of several of these for-profit education stocks. It's a space I've never invested in. I think it's a space that's really challenging to invest in, given the news flow that we've seen. And if I know one thing, I know news flow. Again, your disaster of the day is ticker ATGE.
Oh my God! Look at Chegg's. Look at Chegg's chart. The stock has gone from $115 to below 10. I mean, are there any education stocks out there that have been successful? I can't think of any.
I don't know, man. There's got to be something like a SaaS player or a technology player.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, INST is probably your closest one. In Structure Holdings, they do Canvas, which is like the
so
like Lucas,
SaaS.
The SaaS. They're doing the software for universities, and the best this stock has done has just not gone down. It's basically just barcoded for the past couple years. All right, that's INST. Let's move on to our wild winner of the day. That is going to be Rail Vision, ticker RVSN. Rail Vision is not just your wild winner of the day, but really of the month. The stock is up more than 1,500% in the last month. When the year started, when we went into 2024,
wait, 1,500%.
Yes, when we went into the year, when we started trading in January, Rail Vision was less than $1 a share. It now today at one point traded at more than $20 a share. Rail Vision is an Israeli technology company that is making different technology to help prevent accidents and crashes on railways for trains. So we've seen a bunch of, pretty big crashes in the train space the past couple of years, and this company's coming in and saying, hey, look, buy our technology and your trains won't crash anymore. You do have a couple positive news catalysts helping drive the stock higher. You had the company announce a $5 million deal last week, which doesn't sound like a huge deal, but when you consider the market cap of the company was only $40 million, that's about 1/8 of the company. And then you also had the EU approve the company's technology for adoption on trains in Europe. Both of these catalysts happening in the last couple of weeks. So you have those two things in confluence with a bunch of retail traders on social media and message boards hopping in this stock, low float, small market cap. And so it's moving higher. But unlike, again, other, meme stocks or crazy runners, Luke, this thing actually does have some positive news catalysts. Now, is it enough to justify 1,500% in a month? I don't know. Probably not. But could this thing keep moving higher if it continues the momentum? Yeah, it could. So that's your wild winner of the day. Rail Vision, ticker RVSN.
All righty. And that brings us to everybody's favorite segment of the day. Again, this is your rapid fire show. Aaron Thomas, this is the one to clip. It is time for your Benzinga Powerball hot pick of the day. And this is an aggressive one. This is a scary one. The symbol is FXI. That's Foxtrot X-Ray India. That is your hot pick of the day. What is this? This is not a stock. It's an ETF. It's an ETF that owns Chinese stocks that trade in the U.S. Why do we like this one? Why do I think that it's interesting today? Chinese stocks on a major decline, trading at 2006 levels, guys. The year is 2024. You have the Chinese stock market, the Hang Seng, trading at 2006 levels. You have the real estate crisis, I think, is starting to come to an end. Liquidation of Evergrande is not the end, but it is starting to come to an end. We can finally picture the conclusion. Multiples for Chinese stocks are incredibly low. And because FXI holds stocks that are listed on primary U.S. exchanges, there is a little bit more regulation. There is a little bit less spookiness. Thesis here, you get some Chinese economy turnaround. There should be multiple expansion back to the mean. And in the shorter term, rumors are floating around of Chinese support for their stock market. It has not happened yet. Ban on short selling has been considered. Other stimulus has been considered. I think that because, again, this Chinese stock market is trading down to 2006 lows, we see the government step in. And if you own FXI, you are a beneficiary of that.
Boom. Well, we've been long. That China trade hasn't worked out for us yet, Luke, but today might be that day. FXI, your hot pick of the day. All right, Luke, let's get to what I really need now. My portfolio's fine. My stocks are fine, but you know what? I'm trying to get freaking buff. I mean, it's what, January now? I've got about 5 months before the summer when I'm going to be sitting out at the pool. What do I got to do? What do I got to do to get in shape?
All right. So we've talked about back, which is what makes your upper body look big. We've talked about chest, also an important component. Today, we're going to talk about shoulders. If you want to have that buff upper body, you're 3 months out from the pool, Aaron Bree. Seems hard to believe given the snowstorm that we have today.
We'll see.
February, March, April. Yeah, May, you're in the pool.
All right. May 1st, we'll be hopping in the pool.
We're talking about shoulders. The exercise is the dumbbell overhead press. So you are going to hold a dumbbell in each of these hands here. You are going to press it over your head all the way up. I can't do it because my shirt is stretched. But you're going to go all the way up, straight over your head. You're not going to come forward. You're not going to go backward. You are going to go straight up. And you are going to do that 12 times. And you're going to do 4 sets of that 12 times. And I promise you, your shoulders will be burning.
If I've never done these before, what's a good weight to start with?
Start with 15 pounds.
Okay. I can do that.
That's reasonable, I think. Start with 15 pounds.
What is the benefit of doing that with dumbbells as opposed to a longer barbell?
If you can't do the 15 or you can't get to 12, it's a heck of a lot easier to drop the dumbbells than it is to drop a whole long barbell.
Okay. How do you remember the difference between dumbbells and barbells?
They're shorter, so they're dumb.
Okay. Like short bus, short dumb.
No, they're just dumb as they're short.
Okay.
Alrighty. The real answer is the bar.
Delete that last part.
Everyone has a bar.
Oh, okay, bar. Oh, there you go.
That's the real answer.
Okay.
Barbell.
I always get them mixed up. I'm like, oh, let me grab those barbells. And someone's like, oh, you mean dumbbells? I'm like, yeah, I'm a dumbbell.
Alrighty, folks. This is your Benzinga Powerball. It is Tuesday. Happy trading into the second half of the day. I am going to be on the road Wednesday, Thursday. So you will not have a Powerball then. But I will see you all Friday. And I promise you, we will have a hot pick then.
Woo! Thank you to everyone who tuned in. We'll be back.